Hi there, in today's video you will learn how you can create this amazing PowerPoint presentation with animated slide zooms. You will learn how to design a Zoom homepage slide, how to insert section zooms and slide zooms and how to animate everything. And before we get started, enjoy a few more moments of what we are going to create today. Alright, let's start the interstellar journey. And here is some quick information about the fonts and colors that we will be using. Thanks to unsplash.com for this amazing photo, link is in the video description. And if you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe, so that you don't miss my future videos. Thank you so much. My PowerPoint version is Office 365 for Mac, and here are the most frequent shortcuts that we will be using throughout the tutorial. And here are the instructions that we will be following to create our beautiful slides. So let's start with step number 1, making sure that we have at least some slides in our presentation, and to save some time I have already inserted a couple of slides that we can work with. Feel free to download today's tutorial slides for absolutely free. All of the information is in the video description. Okay, let's mark the first step as completed and let's continue with step number 2, designing a Zoom homepage slide. First let's format the slide background. Let's add a radial gradient fill with 2 color stops. Nice. Now let's add some soft gradient circles, to make our slide background a bit more interesting. Insert a circle shape and fill it with a gradient fill, and change one of the gradient stops to a bright blue color. Well done. Now let's add a soft edges effect of 100 points, to make our circle super soft. Let's make a duplicate by holding down the Control key and dragging the circle. Now let's copy this photo and let's paste it into our slide. Well done. And let's mark the second step completed and let's continue with inserting slide zooms and section zooms. So first let me show you the difference between a slide zoom and a section zoom. Here at the bottom we have one slide zoom. And here at the top, 2 section zooms. Once you click on a slide zoom, you are basically zooming into a single slide, and once you click again, you zoom back. And when you click on a section zoom, you zoom in, go through all of the slides in that section, and only after that, you zoom back. Alright, so let's start by inserting a pair of section zooms. Go to Insert, Zoom, and choose Section Zoom. Just remember that there must be at least one section for this to work. Here, on the left side, you can see all of the sections of this presentation. You can easily create new sections by right-clicking and choosing Add Section. Okay, let's get back to our slide, and let's add 2 section zooms. You can hold down the Command key or Control key on Windows to select multiple sections. Once selected, click Insert. Move the section zooms anywhere you wish on your slide. Now let's insert a slide zoom. Alright, now let's remove that border from all of the zooms. This way, we will have a cleaner look. Next, let's make sure that all of the zooms have the Return to Zoom feature activated. This will ensure zooming back into the homepage slide. Now let's play the presentation and check if the slide zooms are working. Let's click on the first section zoom. Everything seems to be working just perfect. By the way, if you would like to learn how to create this exact slide design, feel free to check out this tutorial on my YouTube channel. And once we click on the last slide in this section, we zoom back to the homepage slide. Nice. Okay, now let's check the second section zoom. Everything is looking great. And once again, if you would like to learn how to create these animated smartwatches, I have a special tutorial just for that. Feel free to check it out. And finally, let's check out our slide zoom. Smooth as butter. And as before, if you would be interested in learning how to create this exact slide design, there is a tutorial waiting for you on my channel. Alright, we are making a good progress. Let's mark step number 3 completed, and let's continue with adding some rotation to our zooms, in order to create a flip effect. Let's select all the zooms. Go to Shape Format, 3D Rotation, and choose a Parallel Rotation preset. Now let's add a plenty of X rotation, so that we can see the back side of our zooms. Now tweak the rotation of each zoom individually. To get the look that you want, feel free to adjust all 3 axes. Now, let's check out the zoom flip effect on the full screen. Nice. And with that, we have completed step number 4. Now let's continue with adding animations. Let's select the first slide zoom, go to Animations, Path Animation, and choose a line motion path. Feel free to adjust the length of the motion path by dragging on the red bubble. In the animation pane, let's set the start of this animation to, with previous, which means that the animation will start playing automatically once the slide loads. Let's make sure that, smooth start, smooth end and auto reverse options are checked, and for the repetition, let's choose until the end of slide. Now we can double-click the animation painter, and quickly paste the same animation to the rest of the objects on the slide. Once finished, click on the animation painter, to deactivate it. Next, let's add delays to some of the animations, in order to make things a bit more interesting. Okay, now let's check it out on the full screen. Everything seems to be floating up and down nicely. Impressive. Now let's add one more animation to this man. Let's add a subtle spin animation of 2 degrees, just to make the animation a bit more interesting. Nice. Alright, step 5 is completed, and next we will be designing a title slide. First, let's duplicate our current slide. And let's remove all of the animations in the first slide. Next, let's select all of the zooms and set their rotation to the parallel preset. After that, let's just move all of the zooms away from the slide window and let's adjust the rest of the shapes on the slide. Now, let's create a slide title, and to save some time, let me copy this text box and this little rounded rectangle. Okay, now let's copy the slide title and the little rectangle, and let's paste them into our duplicate slide. Let's reposition them, and let's make them smaller. Well done, step number 6 is completed. Now let's finally apply the morph transition to our duplicate slide and let's enjoy the final result. Congratulations, now you know how you can create these amazing animated zoom slides in PowerPoint. As I mentioned before, feel free to download today's tutorial slides for absolutely free. All of the info is in the video description. And if you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments below what you would like to learn next. Thank you so much, and until next time.